What if I told you that everything you've been taught about confidence is a lie? Yes, everything. You've been conditioned to believe that confidence is something you're born with, something you either have or you don't. But here's the controversial truth: confidence is a choice, a simple, powerful decision you can make right now, in this very moment, to transform your life. This isn't some feel-good cliché, it's a game-changing reality that most people will never understand. Imagine walking into any room with the kind of self-assurance that makes people stop and take notice. Sounds impossible? It's not, and the secret isn't in some years-long self-help journey or a magic formula reserved for the lucky few. It's in small, seemingly insignificant actions that you can start taking today. Actions that, when combined, will give you the kind of unshakable confidence you've always envied in others. Curious? You should be. Because what I'm about to reveal will flip everything you think you know about confidence on its head. This isn't about waiting to feel confident, it's about acting in ways that make you confident instantly. I'm talking about leveraging your body's own biology, embracing discomfort as your new best friend, and stacking small wins that lead to massive, undeniable self-belief. Ready to unlock the truth? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to tap into immediate, lasting confidence that will change your life forever. No fluff, no empty promises, just real, actionable insights that you can start using right now. Are you in? Asterisk asterisk. This opening is designed to grab attention, challenge existing beliefs, and build curiosity, all while promising a quick, impactful reward. It sets the stage for the powerful ideas that follow, ensuring the audience is hooked and eager to learn more. Confidence is often portrayed as a rare gem, a trait that some are blessed with while others spend their lives chasing it in vain. Society sells us the idea that confidence is a fixed trait, a privilege of the naturally extroverted, the successful, the lucky. But what if I told you that everything you've been taught about confidence is wrong? Yes, wrong. This idea might sound radical, but it's a truth that can liberate you from years of self-doubt, starting now. Let's begin by debunking the most common myth: confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's not a gift granted at birth, nor is it a reward for success. Confidence is a choice, a mindset that you can adopt, regardless of your circumstances. This notion might seem counterintuitive at first, especially if you've been led to believe that confidence only comes after you've achieved something significant. But the reality is much more empowering. Confidence is not about what you've done, it's about what you decide to do next. Reflect on a moment when you felt truly confident. Maybe it was a time when you spoke up in a meeting, aced a presentation, or handled a challenging situation with poise. In those moments, you weren't thinking about whether you were confident, you were simply in the flow, acting in alignment with your true self. This is the key: confidence isn't something you consciously chase, it's something that naturally emerges when your actions align with your authentic self. However, here's the paradox that holds most people back: we're conditioned to believe that we need to feel confident before we can act confidently. This belief is not only misleading but also paralyzing. The truth is, the quickest path to genuine confidence is to act as if you already have it. This isn't about pretending or faking it until you make it. It's about understanding that action creates confidence, not the other way around. Here's how it works: when you start behaving like a confident person, whether that means standing tall, making eye contact, or speaking with conviction, your brain begins to associate these actions with confidence. This is not just psychological, but also physiological. As you adopt these behaviors, your brain starts to rewire itself, forming new neural pathways that reinforce this confident behavior. This process begins immediately. The moment you choose to act confidently, your brain and body begin to align with that choice, and the shift can be felt almost instantly. Let's take a practical example. Imagine you're about to walk into an important meeting. Instead of waiting for a surge of confidence to hit you, try this: stand tall, roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, and walk into the room with purpose. These are not just empty gestures, they are powerful cues that send signals to your brain, telling it, "I am confident." And here's the fascinating part: your brain believes what you tell it. This isn't just motivational fluff, it's backed by science. When you change your posture, voice, and body language, you trigger a cascade of biological responses. Your body begins to release testosterone, the hormone associated with dominance and confidence, while simultaneously reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. This hormonal shift creates a feeling of empowerment and reduces anxiety, making you feel more in control. And this change doesn't take days, weeks, or months, it happens within minutes. But there's another layer to this. Confidence isn't just about how you feel internally, it's also about how others perceive you. When you project confidence, even if it's a choice you're making consciously, people around you respond accordingly. They start to treat you as a confident person, and this feedback reinforces your own sense of self-assurance. It creates a positive feedback loop where your actions influence your feelings, and your feelings influence your actions, propelling you into a state of ever-increasing confidence. Now, let's address a common fear: what if I fail? Here's the truth: confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear. In fact, fear is a natural part of the human experience. What separates confident people from the rest is not that they don't feel fear, but that they move forward despite it. They've learned to see fear not as a barrier, but as a signal that they're on the verge of growth. And this brings us to an unconventional but powerful truth: discomfort is your ally in building confidence. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, whether it's speaking up, trying something new, or facing a challenging situation, you're expanding your capacity for confidence. These moments of discomfort are where true growth happens. They're the crucible in which self-doubt is transformed into self-belief. Here's a simple yet profound challenge: start embracing discomfort as a path to confidence. Instead of avoiding situations that make you uneasy, lean into them. The next time you feel that familiar knot in your stomach before a big moment, remind yourself that this is an opportunity to build confidence. By stepping into discomfort, you're sending a powerful message to your brain: I can handle this. And the more you do this, the more your confidence will grow, not just incrementally, but exponentially. In conclusion, confidence isn't a distant destination, it's a journey you can embark on right now. It begins with a simple decision to act confidently, even when you don't feel like it. By choosing to align your actions with the confident person you aspire to be, you can experience a profound shift in how you see yourself and how others see you. And remember, every time you step into discomfort, you're building a foundation of unshakable self-belief that will serve you for the rest of your life. So why wait? The path to immediate self-confidence is right in front of you, and all it takes is the courage to take the first step. Before continuing, I invite you to click on the first comment, it will help you a lot. Here's a revolutionary idea: what if everything you've been taught about confidence is backward? Most of us are led to believe that we need to feel confident before we can act confidently. We wait for that magical moment when we'll finally feel ready before taking action. But what if the key to instant confidence isn't waiting to feel a certain way, but rather acting as if you already do? This might sound counterintuitive, but it's one of the most powerful shifts you can make in your journey toward immediate self-confidence. Let's start with a simple truth: confidence is a byproduct of action, not a prerequisite. Think about the times when you felt truly confident. Chances are, those feelings didn't come before you took action, they came after. Maybe you felt a rush of confidence after giving a successful presentation, speaking up in a meeting, or tackling a challenge head-on. In those moments, the feeling of confidence wasn't what propelled you to act, it was the result of your actions. This is the crux of the act first, feel later principle. By taking action, especially in situations where you don't initially feel confident, you set off a powerful chain reaction. Your brain starts to recognize and reward these actions, reinforcing the behavior and creating new neural pathways that associate these actions with confidence. The more you act confidently, the more your brain begins to believe that you are confident. And this shift happens much faster than you might think. Here's the science behind it: when you engage in behaviors that are typically associated with confidence, such as standing tall, making eye contact, or speaking with conviction, your brain begins to produce the same chemicals that it would if you were actually feeling confident. This includes an increase in testosterone, the hormone linked to dominance and assertiveness, and a decrease in cortisol, the hormone associated with stress and anxiety. This hormonal shift creates a physiological state that mirrors genuine confidence, even if you weren't feeling it when you started. But this isn't just about tricking your brain. It's about understanding that confidence is built through action. Every time you step outside your comfort zone and do something that scares you, you're sending a powerful message to your brain: I can do this. And the more you do it, the stronger that message becomes. Over time, what starts as a conscious effort to act confidently becomes second nature. So how can you apply this in your daily life? Start by identifying situations where you tend to feel less confident. It might be in social settings, at work, or when facing new challenges. Now, instead of waiting to feel confident before you act, flip the script. Decide to act confidently first, even if you don't feel it. Stand tall, speak clearly, and carry yourself with assurance. These might seem like small actions, but they have a profound impact on how you feel and how others perceive you. Let's take a practical example. Imagine you're in a meeting and you have an idea you want to share, but you're hesitant because you're not sure if it's good enough. Instead of waiting for a surge of confidence, decide to act as if you already have it. Raise your hand, make eye contact with the others in the room, and share your idea with conviction. What you'll likely find is that the act of speaking up not only boosts your confidence, but also earns you the respect and attention of your colleagues. This principle can be applied in any area of your life. Whether it's approaching someone you admire, taking on a new project at work, or trying something completely out of your comfort zone, the key is to act confidently first. By doing so, you're creating the conditions for confidence to grow. And as you continue to practice this, you'll notice a shift not just in how you feel, but in how others respond to you. There's another important aspect to this approach: it helps you break free from the fear of failure. One of the biggest barriers to confidence is the fear of what might go wrong. But when you adopt the act first, feel later mindset, you begin to see failure not as something to be feared, but as a necessary part of the process. Each time you take action, regardless of the outcome, you're building resilience. And with resilience comes a deeper, more unshakable confidence. Here's a challenge for you. The next time you're faced with a situation where you typically feel uncertain or hesitant, commit to taking one confident action, no matter how small. Maybe it's speaking up, making a decision without second-guessing yourself, or simply standing up straighter. Notice how this action changes not just how you feel, but how others respond to you. Over time, these small actions will compound, creating a solid foundation of confidence that you can rely on in any situation. In conclusion, the quickest route to self-confidence is not about waiting for the right feelings to come along. It's about taking action even when you don't feel ready. By acting confidently, you're creating the conditions for confidence to grow within you. This isn't just about pretending or faking it, it's about understanding that confidence is something you can build, one action at a time. So why wait? Start today, and watch as your confidence grows stronger with each step you take. Let's dive into the fascinating science behind why you can feel more confident almost instantly by making simple changes to your behavior. This isn't just about psychology, it's about how your body and brain interact in ways that can boost your confidence on a physiological level. When we talk about confidence, it's easy to think of it as purely a mental state, a feeling you either have or don't. But confidence is also deeply rooted in our biology, specifically in how our bodies respond to different situations. The good news? You can harness this biological response to your advantage, and the effects can be felt almost immediately. First, let's discuss body language. You've likely heard the phrase, "fake it till you make it," but there's actually a scientific basis for this advice. Studies have shown that adopting powerful body language, such as standing tall, keeping your shoulders back, and maintaining open, expansive postures, can influence how confident you feel. This is because when you adopt these postures, your body releases certain hormones that boost confidence and reduce stress. Here's how it works. When you stand or sit in a posture that takes up more space, think about how you naturally spread out when you're relaxed versus how you hunch over when you're nervous. Your body increases its production of testosterone. Testosterone is often associated with dominance and assertiveness, traits that are closely linked to confidence. At the same time, these powerful postures decrease levels of cortisol, the hormone responsible for stress. This combination, more testosterone, less cortisol, creates a state of increased confidence and reduced anxiety. But it's not just about hormones. Your body's posture and behavior also influence your brain's neurochemistry. When you engage in confident behavior, your brain's reward centers light up, reinforcing the behavior and making it more likely that you'll continue to act confidently in the future. This is why even small actions, like making eye contact or speaking with a clear, steady voice, can have an outsized impact on how confident you feel. The brain essentially rewards you for taking these actions, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your confidence over time. Let's add another layer to this: the role of mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are the part of your brain that fire when you observe someone else performing an action, as if you were performing the action yourself. When you project confidence through your body language, others pick up on these cues, often subconsciously, and mirror your behavior. This creates a powerful social dynamic where your confidence is reflected back to you by the people around you. In other words, when you act confidently, others respond to you as if you are confident, which further reinforces your own sense of self-assurance. This brings us to the idea of social proof. Social proof is a psychological phenomenon where people assume the actions of others reflect the correct behavior for a given situation. When you project confidence, others are more likely to follow your lead, treat you with respect, and regard your opinions as valuable. This validation from others can be a significant boost to your own confidence, creating a reinforcing loop where your behavior not only changes how you feel, but also how others perceive and treat you. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what if I don't feel confident inside? Here's where the magic happens. Your brain doesn't distinguish much between what you genuinely feel and what you act out. By choosing to act confidently, even when you don't feel it, you start to change your internal state. The body-brain connection is so strong that by simply mimicking the behaviors of a confident person, you can actually begin to feel more confident. This concept is supported by the psychological principle known as embodied cognition, which suggests that our thoughts and feelings are influenced by our physical state. If you're slouched over with your arms crossed, you're more likely to feel insecure or defensive. But if you stand up straight with your head held high, you're more likely to feel positive and assertive. This isn't just a temporary fix. Over time, these behaviors can actually rewire your brain to be more naturally confident. Let's make this practical. Next time you're facing a situation where you need a confidence boost, try this simple exercise. Stand in front of a mirror, plant your feet firmly on the ground, and adopt a power pose, a stance that makes you feel expansive and strong. Hold this pose for 2 minutes. While it might feel a bit awkward at first, pay attention to how your body starts to respond. You'll likely notice a subtle but significant shift in your mood and mindset, a surge of energy and assurance. This is your body's natural response to adopting a confident posture. Another effective technique is to practice deep, controlled breathing. When we're anxious, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid, which can exacerbate feelings of stress. By deliberately slowing your breath, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth, you engage your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your body and mind. This simple act of controlled breathing can lower your cortisol levels, reduce anxiety, and help you feel more centered and in control, key components of confidence. In summary, the science of instant confidence lies in understanding and leveraging the powerful connection between your body and mind. By adopting confident postures, practicing calm breathing, and engaging in behaviors that project confidence, you can trigger a cascade of physiological and psychological responses that boost your confidence in real time. The best part? These techniques don't require years of practice. They can be implemented right now, and their effects can be felt immediately. So, the next time you need a quick confidence boost, remember, it's not about waiting to feel confident. It's about taking action, standing tall, breathing deeply, and letting your body lead the way. Your brain will follow, and before you know it, you'll not only look confident, but you'll feel it too. We often hear about the importance of stepping out of our comfort zones, but how many of us actually do it? The truth is, discomfort is where real growth happens. It's where you build resilience, develop new skills, and most importantly, where you cultivate the kind of confidence that can't be shaken by external circumstances. But here's the unconventional twist: instead of merely enduring discomfort, you should actively seek it out. Yes, you heard that right. Embracing discomfort is one of the most powerful tools you have in building unshakable self-confidence. Let's break this down. From a young age, we're conditioned to avoid discomfort. We're taught to stay within our safe zones, to stick to what we know, and to avoid risks. But what if this advice is exactly what's keeping us stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity? The reality is, every time you avoid discomfort, you reinforce the idea that you're not capable of handling it. You create a mental barrier that keeps you from taking risks, trying new things, and ultimately, from growing. But here's where things get interesting. Discomfort is not a sign that you're failing or that you're not good enough. On the contrary, discomfort is a sign that you're on the brink of something new, something better. It's a signal that you're pushing your boundaries, expanding your capabilities, and stepping into a version of yourself that is stronger and more confident. This shift in perspective, from seeing discomfort as a threat to viewing it as an opportunity, can radically transform your approach to life. Think about any significant achievement in your life. Was it easy? Did it come without challenges? Most likely, the answer is no. Whether it was getting a degree, landing a job, or even mastering a new skill, the process was probably filled with moments of uncertainty, doubt, and yes, discomfort. But it's precisely because you pushed through those moments that you achieved what you did. The discomfort wasn't a roadblock, it was a stepping stone. Now, imagine if you approached every challenge with this mindset. Instead of avoiding the things that make you uncomfortable, you actively seek them out. This doesn't mean recklessly throwing yourself into situations for the sake of it. It means deliberately choosing to engage with experiences that stretch you, that force you to grow. Over time, this practice not only builds your resilience but also rewires your brain to associate discomfort with growth rather than fear. Here's the science behind it. When you face a challenge and push through it, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This isn't just a fleeting sense of relief, it's a biological reward that reinforces your behavior. Your brain is essentially saying, "Well done. Let's do more of that." Over time, this creates a positive feedback loop where the more you push through discomfort, the more your brain rewards you, and the more confident you become in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. But let's get practical. How do you start embracing discomfort in a way that builds lasting confidence? Start small. You don't need to jump into the deep end right away. Begin by identifying areas in your life where you tend to play it safe. Maybe it's avoiding difficult conversations, shying away from opportunities that scare you, or sticking to routines that feel comfortable but don't challenge you. Once you've identified these areas, make a conscious decision to lean into the discomfort. For example, if you tend to avoid speaking up in meetings because it makes you anxious, start by setting a goal to share one idea or thought in each meeting, no matter how nervous you feel. The first few times might be uncomfortable, but each time you do it, you're proving to yourself that you can handle the discomfort. And each time, your confidence grows a little more. Or let's say you're someone who avoids social situations because you're not naturally outgoing. Instead of staying in your comfort zone, challenge yourself to initiate a conversation with a stranger at a social event. The conversation might not go perfectly, but that's not the point. The point is that you're training yourself to engage with discomfort, to see it not as something to be feared, but as an opportunity to build confidence. Over time, these small acts of bravery accumulate. They create a foundation of self-trust, a belief that you can handle discomfort, that you can step into the unknown and come out stronger on the other side. This self-trust is the bedrock of true confidence. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't waver in the face of challenges because it's built on a solid foundation of experience and resilience. And here's the ultimate reward: as you continue to embrace discomfort, you'll start to notice something remarkable. The things that once made you anxious or fearful will no longer have the same power over you. They'll become familiar territory, places where you know you can thrive. This doesn't mean that discomfort will disappear entirely. There will always be new challenges, but it does mean that you'll develop a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that you've faced discomfort before and come out stronger. In conclusion, embracing discomfort is not just about overcoming fear. It's about actively seeking out the experiences that will make you stronger, more resilient, and more confident. By choosing to lean into discomfort, you're telling yourself, and the world, that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. This is the unconventional wisdom that leads to true, lasting confidence, the kind that doesn't depend on external validation but is rooted in your own experiences of growth and resilience. So, don't shy away from discomfort. Welcome it. Embrace it. Let it be your guide on the path to becoming the most confident version of yourself. The quickest route to self-confidence isn't about waiting for some grand achievement or a life-altering event. Instead, it lies in recognizing and harnessing the power of small wins, those everyday accomplishments that might seem insignificant on their own but collectively have the potential to transform your self-belief. This approach, while seemingly simple, is incredibly powerful because it builds a foundation of confidence that is both immediate and lasting. We often fall into the trap of thinking that confidence comes from achieving big, monumental goals. We tell ourselves that we'll feel confident once we land the perfect job, lose a significant amount of weight, or finally achieve that long-awaited promotion. But here's the truth: confidence is not the result of one big success. It's the cumulative effect of many small victories that steadily build your belief in yourself. These small wins create a sense of accomplishment and forward momentum that can significantly boost your confidence over time. The science behind this is clear. Each time you achieve a small goal, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a significant role in how we feel pleasure and satisfaction. This release of dopamine not only makes you feel good, but also reinforces the behavior that led to that small win, making it more likely that you'll repeat the behavior in the future. This creates a positive feedback loop, where achieving small goals leads to more confidence, which in turn motivates you to set and achieve more goals. But why are small wins so effective? It's because they are manageable and within reach. Setting and achieving small goals builds a track record of success, which is crucial for building self-confidence. When you start to accumulate these wins, you begin to see yourself as capable and competent, which gradually shifts your self-perception. You no longer doubt whether you can achieve something, you know you can because you've already done it, even if on a smaller scale. Consider how this works in practice. Let's say you struggle with speaking up in meetings. Instead of setting a lofty goal like, become a confident public speaker, which might feel overwhelming, you start with something smaller, share one idea in the next meeting. This goal is specific, measurable, and achievable. When you successfully speak up, you experience a small win. That win boosts your confidence just a bit, making it easier to share another idea in the next meeting. Over time, these small successes build on each other, and before you know it, you've developed the confidence to speak freely in meetings without hesitation. The beauty of small wins is that they don't just affect one area of your life, they create a ripple effect. Success in one area can boost your confidence in other areas as well. For instance, if you start building confidence in your professional life by consistently achieving small goals, you'll likely find that this newfound confidence starts to influence your personal life as well. You might find yourself more willing to engage in social situations, try new activities, or pursue hobbies that you previously avoided because you didn't believe in yourself. This is the ripple effect of small wins. Each one contributes to an overall sense of competence and self-assurance that permeates every aspect of your life. This process of building confidence through small wins also helps you develop resilience. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you've built a foundation of small wins, you have something to fall back on during tough times. You can remind yourself of all the times you succeeded, even in small ways, which can give you the strength to keep going when the going gets tough. This resilience is a critical component of lasting confidence because it equips you to handle challenges without losing your self-belief. To truly leverage the power of small wins, it's essential to acknowledge and celebrate them. This might seem trivial, but recognition is crucial because it reinforces the positive behavior and encourages you to keep pushing forward. When you achieve a small win, take a moment to acknowledge it. Reflect on what you did to make it happen and how it made you feel. This simple act of reflection helps to solidify your success in your mind, making it a building block for future confidence. Another key aspect of using small wins to build confidence is consistency. Confidence isn't built in a day, it's the result of consistent effort over time. When you make a habit of setting and achieving small goals, you create a steady stream of positive reinforcement that gradually shifts your mindset. This consistency builds momentum, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges as you go. Each small win adds to the momentum, creating a sense of forward motion that propels you toward larger goals with greater ease and confidence. It's important to remember that the impact of small wins isn't just psychological. These wins also have a profound effect on how others perceive you. When you consistently achieve your goals, even small ones, people around you start to notice. They begin to see you as someone who is reliable, capable, and confident. This external validation can further reinforce your self-belief, creating a positive cycle where your confidence grows both internally and externally. In conclusion, the path to self-confidence doesn't require waiting for some monumental achievement or a life-changing event. It starts with recognizing the value of small wins and deliberately setting achievable goals that you can accomplish every day. These small victories, while seemingly insignificant on their own, have the power to build a strong foundation of confidence that can carry you through life's challenges. By consistently setting and achieving small goals, celebrating your successes, and reflecting on your progress, you can create a powerful, lasting sense of self-belief that will serve you in all areas of your life. So, start today. Set a small goal, achieve it, and celebrate the win. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming the most confident version of yourself.